The Legend of Zelda franchise has been around for a long time, and we're going to see which are the best and stand out from the others. Hey viewers, welcome to Mr Pixelated. The game that started it all. The original Legend of Zelda was a revolutionary game when it came to using save data, using items, and an open world adventure. Everything we take for granted in modern games, all in a single game in 1986, which was way ahead of its time. However, those who have played this game must already know how hard the game could be, which was usual when it came to NES games, because it didn't have that much memory, so they made it hard so the games couldn't be completed so quickly. Also, the game didn't age well compared to the modern games we all play together today. That's why it isn't so high in the list. Being the only two Legend of Zelda games to be released at the same time makes Oracle's seasons, ages, stand out compared to the other Legend of Zelda games. These two were also the next two games to come out after the Game Boy, after Link's Awakening, which you can get later on in the video. Link was now able to alter time/seasons to solve puzzles depending on which game you bought at the time. I haven't played this game myself, but I can tell it was a pretty good game back then, even though it was developed by Capcom this time. Ever wanted to see Link shrink down to different sizes? Well, if you were one of the people who had a Game Boy Advance in 2004, you might just have had it. The new ability Link gains through his talking hat is to shrink in order to gain access to different areas throughout the map, puzzles, and etc. Please keep in mind I haven't played quite a few Zelda games, so when it comes to ranking them, I may be a little trouble with my opinions. Anyways, let's move on to number 7. Now, I know many of you will disagree with me on this, but I've thought this over and over again until I decided to put Twilight Princess in number 7 position. Believe me, I know Twilight Princess is a good game, but remember, this is Legend of Zelda what I'm talking about. Obviously, there are so many great games that have managed to do better than Twilight Princess itself. Its dark approach, other than Odorous mask, made it stand out compared to the others. If I get the opportunity to play it, I will take it. Link's Awakening was the first Legend of Zelda game for the Game Boy, also being the 4th entry into the series. It's sad that I didn't even know about it until it was announced for the Switch. I then went ahead and did some research on it to find out that Link's Awakening is a really good game. Maybe if I borrow it from my cousin next time I see it. I wonder what Nintendo was thinking in 1999, because in 2000, Majora's Mask was released in the first Legend of Zelda game to take a dark approach to the series, with Skull Kid, Majora's Mask, and a freaking moon with a face to destroy everything. Players had a timer to finish the game before the moon would destroy everything, making this game a hell of a thrill. A Link to the Past has always been a favourite game of mine. I first played it on the NES games on the Switch and fell in love with it from the beginning. Even though I didn't finish the game, I loved every moment of it. The story starts with Zelda speaking to Link in his dreams. He then wakes up along with his uncle, who had the same dream as him, but ends up badly injured, leaving Link to start his adventure. In this game, the inventory was expanded to have amazing weapons you could use in your journey. Key parts of the Zelda franchise was introduced, such as Kakariko Village, the Master Sword, and more. I will always love A Link to the Past as one of my favourite Zelda games. One of the best games for the GameCube, Windwaker is still one of the best Zelda games that I would like to get because of its cel-shaded graphics and great expressions. I've also watched a lot of reviews on it, meaning that it's a very great game, deserving number 3 on the list. Ocarina of Time was considered to be the best Legend of Zelda game due to its great storyline, introducing young Link and Ganondorf to the franchise. This game was the series' first jump into 3D. It also introduced other memorial characters such as Sheik, Saria, and the Gorons. Even though it isn't the best Zelda game anymore, Ocarina of Time will always be remembered with a nostalgic feel. I think you all saw this coming. Breath of the Wild is the best Zelda game to exist in the first place and is still a very popular game. Gamers, if you haven't bought Breath of the Wild yet, then you should, since it's one of the best open world games ever. After meeting the King of Hyrule, the player is often given absolute freedom on what to do next, whether shield surfing, exploring, or doing the storyline. The game took me 4 months to complete everything, making it the longest time it took to complete any game. Either way, Breath of the Wild will always be the best Zelda game in my opinion. Anyways, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe because it'll help you a lot. And bye.